Achoo! Springtime is here, and with it comes the dreaded allergy season. For millions, the world transforms into a sneeze-inducing, eye-watering battleground. But why? Why do our bodies react so dramatically to seemingly harmless things like pollen and dust? It all boils down to a case of mistaken identity, folks. Our immune system is like a dedicated security guard, always on the lookout for harmful invaders like viruses and bacteria. It works tirelessly to keep us healthy. But sometimes this well-meaning protector gets a little carried away. It mistakes harmless substances like pollen for dangerous threats. Cue the dramatic overreaction. The immune system releases a chemical called histamine, leading to those oh-so-familiar symptoms we love to hate: sneezing, runny nose, itchy eyes, the works. It's enough to make you wonder if your body has declared war on the great outdoors. But fear not, my allergy-afflicted friends. Understanding the science behind these overzealous immune responses is the first step to finding relief. And who knows, maybe one day we can convince our bodies to make peace with the great outdoors. Let's face it, our immune systems can be a bit like that overly cautious friend who sees danger lurking around every corner. This friend means well, of course, but their constant warnings and over-the-top reactions can get a little tiresome. Imagine this. You're enjoying a picnic lunch in the park when a harmless ladybug lands on your arm. Your overprotective friend freaks out, swatting frantically at the poor insect while yelling, "Get it off! It's going to bite!" That, my friends, is your immune system encountering an allergen. Just like that friend who mistakes a ladybug for a blood-sucking monster, your immune system misinterprets harmless substances like pollen, dust mites, or pet dander as dangerous invaders. It goes into full defense mode, releasing a barrage of chemicals like histamine, which triggers those familiar allergy symptoms. So, the next time you feel that familiar tickle in your nose or the urge to rub your itchy eyes, remember, it's just your immune system being a bit dramatic. It's time to give your overprotective friend a gentle reminder that not all strangers are enemies. Here's a curious thought. Our ancestors didn't seem to suffer from allergies as much as we do today. Sure, they had their share of sniffles and sneezes, but seasonal allergies weren't the widespread phenomenon they are now. So what's changed? Well, back in the day, people lived in closer contact with nature. They were exposed to dirt, animals, and all sorts of microbes from a young age. This constant contact helped train their immune systems to differentiate between real threats and harmless substances. Think of it like this. Imagine a knight who spent their entire life training in a padded room. They've never faced a real battle. Suddenly, they're thrust onto a real battlefield, surrounded by enemies. They wouldn't know who to attack first. That's what's happening with our immune systems. They're like those sheltered knights, overreacting to harmless substances because they haven't had enough real-world training. Our modern hygienic lifestyles, while undoubtedly beneficial in many ways, have inadvertently contributed to the rise of allergies. We've created a world where our immune systems are like pampered pets, shielded from the rough and tumble of the outside world, and they're not quite sure how to handle it. Section 4, Security Gone Wild, a metaphor for our times. Picture this: a highly trained security guard stationed at the entrance of a building. Their job is crucial, to identify and neutralize any potential threats. They've got the skills, the training, and the instincts to keep everyone safe. But what if this guard starts tackling innocent civilians, mistaking their briefcases for weapons, and their coffee thermoses for explosives? That's our immune system on allergies. The immune system is our internal security force, diligently patrolling our bodies for harmful invaders. It's equipped with an arsenal of weapons, antibodies, white blood cells, and inflammatory responses, ready to combat bacteria, viruses, and other pathogens. It's a remarkable system, finely tuned over millennia to keep us healthy. However, like that overzealous security guard, our immune system can sometimes misinterpret the situation, mistaking harmless substances like pollen, pet dander, or certain foods as dangerous enemies. Instead of ignoring these harmless particles, it launches a full-blown attack. This immune system overreaction is what we experience as allergies. It's like setting off the fire alarm when someone burns toast, a well-intentioned but ultimately unnecessary response. Section 5, A Little Dirt Doesn't Hurt, the Hygiene Hypothesis. Now, I'm not suggesting we abandon hygiene altogether and embrace a life of dirt and grime, but the hygiene hypothesis proposes a fascinating idea. Our modern, ultra-clean lifestyles might be partly to blame for the rise of allergies. Remember those kids from the past, the ones playing in the dirt and befriending farm animals? Their immune systems were constantly challenged, learning to differentiate between real threats and harmless substances. They developed a healthy tolerance to a wide range of potential allergens. Today we live in a world obsessed with cleanliness. We sanitize everything from our hands to our homes. While this undoubtedly reduces the spread of infectious diseases, it also limits our immune system's exposure to the diverse range of microbes that help build tolerance. So, what's the solution? It's not about living in filth, but about finding a healthy balance. Let kids play outside, get their hands dirty, and interact with animals. Expose yourself to a variety of environments and microbes. A little dirt, it seems, might be the key to a happier, less allergy-prone life.